Taurus, so this is going to be your weekly reading for the week starting Monday, July 24th, 2023. This is for anyone with prominent Taurus placements in the birth chart. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to take a look at the weekly energy from Monday through Sunday and take a look at what your personal energy is for the week, then get some additional details for you guys. All right, let's open up the channel and receive messages from the universe for the Taurus collective that I'm reading for today. Who am I reading for today? What is their energy? Let's get insight into the Taurus personal energy for this week, please. How are they going to show up to the world? Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. You're my first reading of the day, so I'm opening up the channel here. All right. Okay. What is the personal energy for the Taurus, please, for the week starting Monday, July 24th, 2023? Taurus, Taurus. Okay, so you have strength here. So you're showing up in all of your authenticity here with an open heart. And the Five of Wands. So, in your personal energy, something is coming up this week that is going to make you feel like you need to be strong and you need to stay strong. You need to stay solid. You need to stay true. You need to make sure that you are connected to what you want, who you are at all times. And you feel like you need to come from an authentic place here. When you are dealing with other people, because this is your personal energy, yes, there may be other people involved, of course, but there's also a sense of you just trying to align yourself and align the things that you want and make sure, like you're trying to make sure that your heart and your mind, your heart and your soul, your heart and your body are all on the same page. But it feels as though it starts with the heart, okay? Like your heart is leading this week, is leading your energy this week. It's pulling you along. And it's like if you want to put a ranking on your mind, heart, body, and soul for alignment purposes, it's almost as though this week your heart is the one in charge, your heart is the leader, and your mind is going to follow, your body is going to follow, your spirit is going to follow. Because with the Five of Wands, it's just about things not coming together, right? When the Five of Wands shows up, there are many concepts at hand. Could be people, could be circumstances, topics, thought processes, but there's just a multiple of something, but these things are not on the same page. And for some reason, everything has a different reason. Everything has a different agenda or a different end goal, right? They don't mesh together very well. So you may be feeling like that within yourself because this is your personal energy, that you are not aligned this week, and you have noticed that, you've identified that. It's making you feel a little uncomfortable. You might be a little fussy, irritable, and it's just you identifying and understanding that something is up, something is off, right, with me, and I need to, you know, really take a look at what that is. Where can I focus on to make sure that I'm grounded, right? You as an earth sign, it's important that you stay grounded. And when you are too much in the fire element, the way it seems like here, And there are lots of different aspects to yourself that are coming to the forefront, but they are a little bit contradicting to one another. It's just going to cause you to be irritable and frustrated because you're not grounded, right? So, and the secret to that, I think, for you this week, to make sure that you stay grounded, that you stay aligned and centered, is touch base with the heart. Touch base with your heart, lead with it, allow it to lead you. And by connecting with the heartfelt part of yourself will naturally align everything else, if that makes sense. All right, what is in the environment for the Taurus, please? Just feels also that you want different things as well. And you may be trying to like filter through them, right? Like there are several directions that you want to take. Maybe you have several, topics of inspiration or different goals or something like that. And you just don't know which one to pick. You don't know which direction to go. So filtering them out and really getting down to like the root or the final one, if that makes sense, so you can create a pathway for yourself so you know what direction you want to take. So there's a little bit of conflict within yourself this week. In your environment, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I just, like, you're my first reading of the day, so it's still the morning time and my voice is probably still scratchy, so sorry about that. Okay, so in your environment, you have the 10 of Wands and the Hermit card. So there may be some silence, some quiet time here between you and another person, or this could be an aspect of yourself as well, as you are connecting with yourself once again and trying to center yourself. This may be a quiet process for you where you are not really being social or communicating with a lot of people. You're not putting yourself out there very much this week either. It might just be like, I am keeping to myself. I'm keeping my head down. If you have work to do or obligations, responsibilities, yes, you're getting those done, but it's not to a point where you are being distracted and incorporating other things. You are just focused on trying to connect back with yourself and trying to ground and center, right? It just seems like something has recently happened that has made you a little messy in your emotions and a little messy in your mental, space, that you're just like, okay, I need to stop, right? Like there's too much confusion. There's too much irritability here. I need to just get back to myself and connect back. So, but this may feel hard to do, or you may be tired this week as well. And that's another reason, your energy levels may be just really low this week. So it might feel like it's going to take a lot of energy out of you to get your stuff done this week. So you just want to be conscious of that. If you already feel like you are lethargic or low in energy, just try your best to take it easy, not push yourself too much. Drink your water, eat well, do some exercise, get the body pumping, just because with the 10 of Wands here, it does feel like very tired, okay? But you or someone in your environment is just going into a place where you can touch base with your wisdom and sort of this higher level of thinking about a situation. So you're looking at the lesson, you're looking at the truth of something here with the Hermit. Something that you have been in the dark about, I'm also feeling. So maybe you don't have closure, or maybe something has happened where you're confused about it, which can also be a reason why you're a little irritable. And so at some point this week, you have the opportunity to really go into this place of confusion and unknowing and uncertainty. And you're looking for the truth, you're looking for the answer, you're looking for the lesson, but not in the outer world. You're doing that from within. All right, so we'll see if we get any more information on these cards, but let's start with the weekly energy and get a sense of what is coming up at the beginning of the week, please, for the Taurus. Okay, so you have the Seven of Cups and the Chariot at the beginning of the week. So you feel like you have options. And yeah, it's very similar to what I was already speaking about. Like, you need to pick something. You need to pick something so you can decide the path that you're going to take. So the beginning of the week may feel just a little big with the Chariot and the World here, as though it's probably a shift that you're going to be making in the direction or the path that you're on now, okay? So whatever path you're on now, there's something coming up with the Five of Wands and the Seven of Cups that once you select the option, once you pick something out of the options that you have, then at that point, you're going to be able to really create the path forward, which is going to result in whatever state that you're in right now, whatever chapter of life that you're in right now is going to switch. It's going to change. Okay, you're going to close a chapter and you're going to start something new. And I know this is just a 7-day period. So this is going to look as though maybe last week up until the weekend, you were dealing with something specific. You were feeling a certain way. Your thoughts were on something specific, right? And so starting the week, it's like you're on something else. Okay, that whole concept of, being done with one thing and moving on to another thing, right? So whatever it is that happened last week, whatever it is that happened during the weekend, you're sort of just putting that to the past. You're not on that anymore. You're on something new now, if that makes sense. Also, there may be something coming up with your vehicle. So you want to take a look at that. Make sure that your vehicle is not needing any type of maintenance. If it does, it would be best if you try to get it done before something happens. You may be driving a lot. You may be going from one place to another. It just, so far, it just feels as though you're in limbo. Like you're trying to be strong. You're trying to, ground and be centered. Because you're trying to do that so hard and so much because there's no direction. It feels like there is a lack of direction for you right now at this time of your life. It's like you don't know where to go. You don't know what's next. You don't know what you want. You don't know what to focus on, right? Like there's so many possibilities. And I feel that if you have these possibilities, you don't know what direction to take. You haven't really pinpointed what you want because you don't know what you want. I mean, this is coming from a place of not being connected, right, to yourself. And maybe you're just putting some pressure on yourself as thinking, I should know what I want to do, right? Like I should know what my goals are. But I just feel for some of you or for whoever I'm reading for, I don't know if you have goals that really speak to your soul. Like maybe you have some 3D, mundane type of goals, right? Like you want to get some certain things done this week. But I feel like this is bigger than that. This is like life path type of stuff. So there, again, lack of direction here, which is causing this, I don't know, I want to say illusion or confusion as well. Yeah. All right. Middle of the week, please, for the Taurus. So middle of the week, you have the Page of Cups. The middle of your reading is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is coming through prominently because it's in the middle of your reading. And it's telling you, sorry, I'm so sorry about my throat. It's telling you to get clear. Get clear with yourself. See the truth. Where is this coming from? This lack of direction. Get down to the root of this place. Why don't you feel like you know where you're going? Why don't you feel like you know what you're doing? There's you're wanting stability, you're wanting independence, you're wanting to feel like you don't need to depend on anything from the external world. For some of you, you don't know how to get there. For some of you, you may be lacking something that is preventing you from feeling completely independent. The middle of the week, there's also a little bit of flirtation and charm and this like little hint of interest in someone, or someone is interested in you, something like that, the middle of the week. So I don't know, that's going to be playing a big role, or if this is just a little moment in time, I'm not too sure. But there does seem to be someone in your general environment that you are maybe have a crush on, or someone has a crush on you, something like that. It just seems really dreamlike and fantasy-like, and you know, in your thoughts about a person, which is a little, I don't know. I'm feeling like you have big things going on. I don't know if you are choosing to just think about this little thing. Sorry. But okay. Or maybe someone, you know, if this is you coming through as the Queen of Swords, someone's admiring you, someone is watching you, thinking about you, or you may be thinking about someone else, watching someone else, admiring someone else. Here's the Five of Wands again at the end of the week. So this is going to come up more prominently toward the end of the week, and not really having too much direction. There's going to be a situation where a lot of people are not going to be on the same page. You will not be on the same page with certain people. There may be some arguments. There may be some projection or irritability between you and others this week, the end of the week. One more, please. And the Ace of Swords. Okay. By the end of the week, you find clarity. So by the end of the week, you get what you have been looking for, or sort of struggling on throughout the week of being confused and not really knowing what to do. Something happens based off of this situation, the Five of Wands, that allows you to click. So whatever this is, this situation, something comes out of it, and then something clicks for you, and you realize what you have to do. You realize what direction you have to take, right? You realize the path that you need to go down. Clarify the Five of Wands. So you have the two, so you have the Two of Wands. So you make a decision here, but what is it about? And you have your card, the King of Pentacles. Yes, you make a decision, but does it look like, please? Clarify the Five of Wands for the Taurus. Truth again. It's just telling me what I've already said. Okay, you're going to make a decision and it's going to give you the clarity that you're needing. But I just don't know what it's about. So I guess everybody will experience this a little differently. For some of you, it may be about, because this person or this page is right on top of the Five of Wands. And over here, the Five of Wands is next to Strength, which is coming from the heart. So I don't know if this is going to be about this new crush or this new person. Could also be about King of Pentacles stuff, which is money, business, security, stability, foundation. Something's missing here, Taurus. I cannot see it. I cannot pick up on it. Okay, well that took a little turn. Yeah, the Devil at the bottom. Tower reversed. See how these cards, all the darkness, look different, right? So there's something dark, there's something in the dark. And was I saying that at the beginning too, right? Like you're going into the dark to find the truth of something. The truth is here twice. You will find the truth if you really want it this week on whatever it is that you're looking for. She's here also, he or she. There may have been a person in your life recently who was not really showing up fully, who maybe you cared for in a little way or something like that. I want to say yes, somebody cared for somebody here, because if not, you wouldn't be hurt. Somebody is hurt. The Tower moment the Tower reverse is saying that there was a breakthrough or a breakdown of something, but not in a very drastic way. Like it wasn't very surprising. It was like a quiet bomb I'm getting, if that makes sense. I don't know how that looks for you, but it was like a quiet bomb that caused some pain. Has to do with another person, of course. Maybe you were really excited about something and it just didn't come through. You were excited about another person, I'm saying. Okay, so this is like a potential relationship. Somebody that you had a crush on, somebody that you liked. We're just getting to know, because this is a page. And you were excited about it and it just didn't follow. It just didn't go through, okay? This person wasn't bringing anything to the table. This person wasn't adding any value. You know, it was just probably a lot of fantasy-like words, or, you know, the charming, the love bombing, I want to say also. And yeah, I feel like it just ended. A Page of Cups next to a Queen of Swords. There's no compatibility there. Okay, for whoever that is, it needs to hear that. What is the Eight of Wands? And I feel like if you continue, because this came up in your reading, which means that it's prominent. It is something of, it's still in your energy field. So it must be some kind of importance to you. But I don't know if you're spending a lot of time here where you should be spending time on other things, because you have bigger things, okay? And I don't want to come off like I'm judging you or anything like that, but this person is not doing anything for you. It's not bringing anything into your life. Like, you literally have bigger things to do, okay? Eight of Wands. Justice, the Eight of Wands again. Something is going to play out. Okay, you'll whatever this is, I am not meant to read it. It might be different for everybody, right? Whatever this Five of Wands is. Five of Wands, it just means there's people that are not aligned. People are not on the same page. If it's within you, you are not aligned and centered within yourself. Okay, however that looks. But by the end of the week, you find the balance and the equilibrium that you need and that you're looking for, because the truth comes to light in some way. So you get some kind of truth. You make a decision to follow your higher self, which is this King of Pentacles. It's the Taurus card. So out of this confusion and, you know, just irritability, oh my God, irritability, and all of these things that are not aligned, you finally just are like, fuck it, I'm just gonna pick, I'm gonna choose. And you choose something and you stand your ground with it, and then things start falling into place and balancing out, and then you create the path that you need and that you have been lacking, which will create some more stability and focus on the things that do really matter. Okay, I feel like this page just probably came in to shake things up for you a little bit, and it got you excited for a second, but it fizzled out, and now it's like, okay, I'm back on the path that I was already on, and I'm moving forward, and I'm getting shit done. And by the end of the week, you feel a lot better, you feel a lot more clear, and you are, like I said, you know, choosing your path to move on. All right, so let's get some feedback, or not feedback, let's get some advice from the universe for you guys. What is the advice for Taurus? This is the Sacred Geometry Oracle. I have many Oracle decks that I don't use on the videos, on these readings. I'm just really comfortable with tarot, so I don't really bring on the Oracle decks, but I have them, so I'm going to start to bring them out. So we're starting with the Sacred Geometry, see what the advice is for the Tauruses for this week. What is the advice for Taurus, please? All right, so you have authority, which is number 10. So this is frequencies and vibrations, right? So the authority frequency, the feeling of it, the energetic vibration of authority is what your advice is. I'm going to read it, but just to give you a little look, it is the sacred geometry of the energetic field of authority. So the frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. I'm going to read it again. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. So, this is your advice. When you are in this weird, messy, confused place, when you are dealing with this page here, or looking for direction, or, you know, picking your stance, choosing your stance, and you're making your decision to move into something, however it looks, this is the advice to come from this place of authority. Be targeted, be directed at your goal, at what it is that you want, right? The end goal. And everything that you do from that is from that point, right? Like I was saying in the beginning when I was talking about your heart leading your mind, your heart leading your body. This is the power. This is the authority, right? To be directed, and every choice that you make is for that end goal, right? So you want to make sure that you're not getting distracted or whatever, but it's to have a goal. It's to have your plan. It's to have your purpose that I also felt that you were lacking, okay? So the advice is to look into that and to come from this place of power, but at the same time be receptive to the universe and how it's helping you through this process as well. But yeah, that is your feedback. So all right, Taurus, thank you so much for your time and energy. I hope you got something out of today's reading. If you did, press the little thumbs up and like the video. Also subscribe to the channel. Look out for your other signs, your other placements. I will start the August readings this week, so those will be coming out soon. So you want to subscribe so you don't miss those out. We go into more depth and thorough reading in those types of monthly videos. Okay, so have a great week. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.